We are one with the heart of the Mother. We are one with the heart of love. We are one with the heart of the Spirit. We are one with all. Give us peace. Oh, give us unity. Justice now for all humanity. We are one with the heart of the Mother. We are one with the heart of love. We are one with the heart of the Spirit. We are one with all. We are one with the heart of the Mother. We are one with the heart of love. We are one with the heart of the Spirit. We are one with all. We are one with the heart of the Mother. We are one with the heart of love. We are one with the heart of the Spirit. We are one with all. We are one with the heart of the Spirit. We are one with the heart of love. We are one with the heart of the Spirit. We are one with all. Give us peace. Oh, give us unity. Justice now for all humanity.
Good morning and welcome, Ames and Central Iowa and beyond. My name is Christopher Chase, and I serve on your Fellowship Board of Directors. I want to thank you all for being here today and extend a special welcome to any visitors. If you would like more information about the Fellowship, please visit the welcome table in the fireside room or sign our virtual guest book at uufames.org/guestbook. Whether joining us from home or here in Fellowship Hall, we invite you to stay after the service for Coffee Fellowship, where you can introduce yourself and join in conversation with kindred spirits. Just a couple of announcements. At 4:30 p.m., as is often on Sundays, the Buddhism study group will be meeting both in person and on Zoom. At 6 p.m., the mindfulness and meditation group will also be meeting. And then at 7 p.m., the lifespan education group as well. You can see these on the front page of our website under the calendar. So on behalf of this caring, nurturing congregation, I welcome each and every one of you to this sacred space. Here we invite you into an experience of transformation, hope, renewal, and connections, which may inspire you to understand life in new ways. Thank you for joining us today.
Our opening words this morning are from Reverend Gretchen Haley. For this one moment, know only that you are loved, that you are safe and whole. Know that you belong here among us, here upon this earth, in your body, however tired or broken your heart may be. Whatever fear, disappointment, anger you carry, for this hour, know that you are not alone. Feel the presence of others around you, breathing beside you and with you. Discovering together the way our voices rise and fall together in harmony, in hope. Claim here a resilient freedom, the choice for love, for light, to live with joy and gratitude and praise as a form of resistance. Already we are organizing. Come, let us worship together. And our chalice lighting is from Reverend Scott Taylor. We light this chalice in the names of love, the love of family that brings us into being, allows us to bloom, and then sends us on our way with courage, knowing we can return no matter what. The love of partnered hearts that teach us to trust and help us know that who we are does not end at the barrier of our own skin. The love of friends who help us feel seen and sing our song back to us when we cannot hear it with our ears alone. The love of community that bathes us in belonging and calls us to see the needs of others as our own. And the greatest love, the love that will not let us go, even in our fear, even in our failure, even when we are lonely or lost. Love invites us home. If we listen, it is doing so even today. And will you rise now in body or spirit for our opening hymn 347, Gather the Spirit.
Gather the Spirit, harvest of love.
Hello. Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Riley, and I am your RE helper. And today, for our Time for All Ages book, we are going to be reading Love by Matt de la Peña and Lauren Long. In the beginning, there is light, and two wide-eyed figures standing near the foot of your bed. And the sound of their voices is love. A cab driver plays love softly on his radio while you bounce in the back with the bumps of the city. And everything smells new, and it smells like life. Love, too, is a smell of crashing waves and a train whistling blindly in the distance. And each night, the sky above your trailer turns the color of love. In a crowded concrete park, you toddled toward summer sprinklers while older kids skip rope and run up the slide, and soon you are running among them, and the echo of your laughter is love. On the night the fire alarm blares, you're pulled from sleep and whisked into the street where a quiet old lady is pointing to the sky. Stars shine long after they flamed out, she tells you, and the shine they shine with is love. But it's not only stars that flame out, you discover. It's summers, too, and friendships, and people. One day, you find your family nervously huddled around the TV, and when you ask what happened, they answer with silence and shift between you and the screen. In your dream that night, you were searching for a love that seems lost. You open and close drawers, lift cushions, empty old toy bins, but there's nothing. You wake with a start in the arms of a loved one who bends to your ear and whispers, "It's okay, it's okay, it's love." And in time you learn to recognize a love overlooked, a love that wakes at dawn and rides to work on the bus, a slice of burned toast that tastes like love. And it's love in each deep crease of your grandfather's face as he lowers himself onto an overturned bucket to fish. And it's love in the rustling leaves of gnarled trees lined behind the flower fields. And it's love in the made-up stories your uncles tell in the backyard between wild horseshoe throws. And the man in rags outside the subway station playing love notes that lift into the sky like tiny beacons of light. And the face staring back in the bathroom mirror. This too is love. So when the time comes for you to set off on your own, heavy winds will sweep past your building and great gray clouds will congregate above. Your loved ones will stand there like puddles beneath their umbrellas, holding you tight and kissing you and wishing you luck. But it won't be luck you'll leave with, because you'll have love. You'll have love, love, love. The end. Now, if you will all join me in seeing our kids off to their classes, thank you and have a great rest of your day.
The story reminded me of a dream I had last night. I was in New York City. So will you join me now in a time of prayer and meditation? And our prayer this morning is from Reverend Amanda Popeye. This is the home that love made. It is full of the love that the founders felt when they planned out these walls and raised these beams above us. This is the home that love made. It is full of the love of all who have worshiped here, those who have celebrated and grieved here, the babies dedicated, the couples married, and family members mourned here. This is the home that love made. It is full of the love of our children as they learn and laugh together, and our youth as they grow into their own sense of purpose and meaning. This is the home that love made. It is full of the love of the staff who have served it, full of their hopes for this congregation, their hard work, and their acts of dedication. This is the home that love made. It is full of the love of the choir, the love made so clear in the voices lifted here on Sunday morning. This is the home that love made. It is full of our love, the love of this community, despite our differences and our disagreements, the love that holds us together as a people. This is the home that love made. Can you feel it? May this love be with us always. Amen.
Ours is a welcoming and spiritual community where we support each other in the trials we face and celebrate with each other the joys that we share. So it is a tradition in our community to take this moment to share our joys and sorrows and acknowledge our mutual support of our community. So please share your joys and sorrows, but not your announcements. For those in Fellowship Hall, if you come forward to the mic, you can share your name and your joy or sorrow. And after that, we'll have a moment of silence and move to our Zoom congregation. Thank you all. I'll light this last candle for those milestones and joys that have been kept in our hearts, and know that the community will support and surround us, whatever our needs. Now we'll have a moment of silence. Our next reading is titled Why We Want to Grow by Joanna Fontaine Crawford. About a month before the Supreme Court ruled in favor of marriage equality, the rainbow flag on our church sign was stolen. We put up another flag. It was stolen. This time, the pole and its holder were literally ripped off our sign. The thefts and our commitment to keep replacing the flag received significant press coverage, which had the silver lining of bringing in many visitors attracted to our message of loving welcome. Yes, we have agreed. We want this church to grow, not just in those high-minded ways they talk about, spiritual growth, maturational growth. Those are good, yes, but we will say it clearly. We want more members. We want so many members that they're clogging up the hallways and crowding the parking lot. We want to grow for a very selfish reason. No, not more people to serve or to give. It is this. Every week, we come together as a community and experience genuine love and acceptance of our authentic selves. We can be who we are in this holy place. And one day a week is not enough. Not enough. We want a little of our church experience every day. Here we are gathered to strengthen our souls and are sent out to strengthen the world. Every person we welcome in will take a little of this church with them out into the wider community. Together, we're going to build a community outside our walls that looks more like what we see in here every Sunday. We're going to build a world out there that's a little more loving, a little more accepting, and a little more welcoming of queer folks and liberals and atheists, pagans, social activists, and sci-fi nerds. We want a little of this church in every day, so open the doors and welcome in those who need us, because we assuredly need them to build our beloved community. Come, keep coming. If they come, we can build it. Joanna Fontaine Crawford. All right, we'll switch gears and receive our offering now. Please know that this morning, half of the non-pledge offering will be donated to Please Pass the Love. This organization is dedicated to building positive relationships between education and mental health communities to more effectively prevent and address mental health issues for children, adolescents, educators, and families. The other half of the offering will serve to support programs here in our fellowship to build this community and make it a community of transformation. We'll pass the baskets here in Fellowship Hall. For those at home, you can visit uufames.org/give to make your contribution today. And if you're visiting today, please know that your presence here is gift enough for us.
Good morning, Central Iowa and beyond. My name is Reverend A.J. Galazan. I'm your interim minister, and my pronouns are he and his. I want to extend a warm welcome to everyone joining us today, both here in the sanctuary and on Zoom. Wherever you are on your spiritual or ethical or questioning journey, you are welcome here. Thanks to everyone who attended our Saturday roundtable yesterday morning. Our topic was the work of the people gathering together in this Sunday space. Am I having some echo? I hear it. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Special thanks to the Sunday Program Committee who works so hard every week to put this together. And if you have any ideas, please share them. Amy Slagle is the chair of the committee, and she would love to hear your ideas and your participation going forward. And today was a perfect example because everything was going on. But somehow things come together. And thank you to Sam and Mary and Ben for scrambling here. I will be on study leave for portions of the next 2 weeks, so I will not be responding to voice or emails. But if you do have an immediate concern, please contact Bradley in the office and he will reach me. Otherwise, if it can wait, I will be back here in the pulpit 2 weeks from today. Next Sunday, we will have a special guest speaker, Lori Allen from Good Neighbor Emergency Assistance. So please give her a warm welcome next Sunday. A reminder, on the second Sunday of the month, which is today, I invite you to join our informal newcomers circle after the service at 11:15 in the library, which is right down the steps from Fireside Hall. So if you're new to this fellowship or want to know more about Unitarian Universalism, grab your coffee, bring your questions, meet new people, and find out how you can get involved in this growing community. Our theme for February is the path of love. And love is sometimes difficult to describe. How do we know when to bite our tongue or to shout it from the mountaintop? Is there a recipe to follow as we build this beloved community? And whose job is it to balance the ingredients so the result is both nutritious and delicious? Can you say that with me? Nutritious and delicious. It's gotta have both. As an artist, I'm constantly on the lookout for strange and marvelous things we call found objects. One never knows where inspiration may come from. I love shuffling through rummage sales and thrift shops, not because I need anything in particular, but because of the infinite variety found in these aisles of cast-away treasures. And every once in a while, lightning strikes, and I'm drawn to something truly spectacular for just a couple of bucks. At Goodwill, a few months ago, a sign caught my eye. Recipe for love, and it fit our theme. So here are the ingredients: 1 cup of romance, a pinch of humor, 2 spoonfuls of joy, a pound of compatibility, 3 teaspoons of trust, a dash of respect, a cup of sharing, a zest of tenderness, and 2 teaspoons of patience, with the direction to serve warm with a smile. That's kind of cute, I said to myself, and I brought it home. And I can't quote the author. The only thing listed on the back is made in China, November 2013. So it has a provenance to it, which is kind of nice. But after I looked at the sign for a while, I became very irritated with one ingredient in particular. The biggest part of this recipe for love was a pound of compatibility. What? Years ago, the lumberyard Menards started selling off-brand food. And I joked with my friends that their cookies were probably made with freshly ground sawdust. I mean, you don't go to Hy-Vee to buy a 2x4. Well, I remembered my little joke and thought that compatibility sounded a lot to me like sawdust. Filler, tasteless, bland, and boring, with no nutritious value. And the other ingredients on the list needed much more. For instance, a pinch of humor? That's pretty sad. How about a gallon of humor? And my stomach ache continued. Only 2 teaspoons of joy? A dash of respect? A zest of tenderness? What's love got to do with this? Now, I started wondering whoever thought compatibility was the key ingredient for love. And instead of serving it warm with a smile, I believe we need to season to taste, because what may appeal to us changes over time. Many years ago, I was a member of a church in a diverse inner city neighborhood, and the location was a primary reason why I joined. I'm attracted to diversity and inclusion. And one evening, I attended a meeting of a committee looking to attract new people to the church. We had a lively discussion, and there were a variety of opinions. One man expressed the view that we should not waste our time and energy trying to reach out to the people in the surrounding area, which included some rundown apartment buildings. We should focus instead on who we are, since like attracts like. According to him, we were predominantly white, highly educated, financially secure, liberal in our politics, connected to the movers and shakers in the community. That was our natural place and our sacred calling. We had history on our side, and we should be proud of this. In my soul, I seethed with rage. Although I was evidently white, I was not highly educated. I was not financially secure. And I was not connected to the power structures of the city. Beyond that, I was queer, which was not a pleasant topic for most church people. But I was not concerned only with my own situation. This man's opinion seemed to be a slap in the face to my naive understanding of what Unitarian Universalism stood for. So I complained to one of my mentors, and she asked me, "What did you expect? Unitarian Universalists have a variety of viewpoints. Did you think that everyone has to agree with everything? What does diversity mean if there is a strict party line to follow. Where was your voice in this discussion? She had me there. When confronted by his statement, I had bitten my tongue and said nothing because of my anger. The more I thought about it, the more I realized this man had a point. From his perspective, he saw the church as what it meant to him. Perhaps it was a comfortable place filled with lofty words and familiar faces, and most probably some very beautiful music. My idea of Unitarian Universalism suddenly became more universal. It was not just about me. It's about how we communicate and learn from each other. Together, we become the beloved community. I asked my mentor, how was it possible to preach and convince people of anything while still respecting all of their sometimes divisive opinions? She told me that she never tries to persuade anyone. She's concerned with stating the question or the problem, studying it from many angles, making an honest observation, and then bringing the community along as witnesses. It's about showing each other how we come to our own conclusions in a respectful and loving way, not telling people what to think or what to believe. So that's why I say we need to season to taste. I wonder how much sawdust has gotten into our theological diet. Have we mistaken compatibility for religious direction? Are we satisfied with the ingredients we've chosen? Is what we prepare here palatable to strangers? In my sermon last Sunday, I said that worship helps us build relationships, both with like-minded individuals and with complete strangers. And then I ad-libbed, and watch out when you're ad-libbing. I said, are there any strangers in the house? And to my surprise, one brave young person lifted her hand. And I had the good fortune to meet with her after the service. And I thanked her for her courage and her honesty. It's not easy being a complete stranger. Unlike some churches with more predictable menus, we offer a variety of spiritual sustenance. Some exotic delicacies, and we're always developing new concoctions, reminding everyone to season to taste. Reverend Peter Morales, former president of the UUA, writes, think of a time when you felt truly welcome. Maybe it was coming home after a long time away. Maybe someone took you in when you were far from home. Relive those feelings for a moment. Feel that warmth again. See those smiles and feel those arms embracing you. What a gift it is to be welcomed. Hospitality, true hospitality is emotionally powerful. It touches something very deep in us, our profound human longing to feel accepted, to belong, to be loved, to feel safe, valued, and respected. What is true of an individual is also true of a community. A congregation in which people do not genuinely love each other is not likely to exude warmth. A congregation that is self-absorbed and disconnected from its community cannot offer religious hospitality. Hospitality is love in action. Say that with me. Love in action, close quote. Love in action. I am aware of a pressing need in this fellowship. There is a need for more attentive hospitality. There is a need for greeters to mingle with newcomers and complete strangers. Someone to welcome guests at the visitor table, and most critically right now, someone to help with the hospitality squad, to make and serve coffee and snacks, and then after everyone else goes home, to help with cleaning up this place. For too long now, just a few people have taken it upon themselves to continue providing this vital ministry. It can't continue like that. It's not fair. One solution would be to discontinue the hospitality altogether. Boy, that's an easy solution, isn't it? Another would be to hire a barista and caterer. Or just possibly maybe some form of love in action could come to the rescue. A point person with a clipboard, and there is one waiting outside on your way out, could recruit volunteers and ensure that shifts were equally shared. A big job could be made much easier with the help of love in action. Say that with me. Love in action. Your assignment this week, should you choose to accept it, ask yourself, what is your recipe for love? How is it served? Do you season to taste? Do you bite your tongue or shout it from the mountaintop? And for extra credit, find some way to put your love in action, both here at this fellowship and out in the world. They both desperately need your love. May it be so, and amen. Please rise in body or spirit for our closing hymn 346. Come sing a song with me. closing words this morning are from Reverend Rebecca Ann Parker. Even when our hearts are broken by our own failure or the failure of others cutting into our lives, even when we have done all we can and life is still broken, there is a universal love that has never broken faith with us and never will. Go now in peace.